Welcome to OnCore for the week of February 13th. This is your weekly show around all things mobile gaming. And now that we're officially less than a month away from the much anticipated launch of the Nintendo Switch, I thought it'd be the perfect time to round up all the news we've learned in the past month about the mobile console hybrid since the press conference last month, just to get you hyped to March 3rd. First up, we now have a ton of gameplay and video content for the game bundled within the console 1-2 Switch. There are 28 mini-games included in 1-2 Switch, and we now have teasers for 18 of them, and they range from what the hell to, okay, that's pretty cool. In the weird department, there's a minigame literally just called Count Balls, where you tilt the Joy-Con controller to feel and hear how many imaginary balls are in the controller. You'll see what I'm talking about in the video. There's Shaver, which emphasizes the face-to-face multiplayer in the game. You're intentionally not supposed to look at the screen and instead look at each other. But there are single-player games, including Eating Contests, which tests your speed and stamina by making you eat imaginary sub-sandwiches. That one could either be the most socially fun game to watch someone play, or the weirdest, or maybe even both. As far as the promising mini-games, there's the more obvious motion control games like Sword Fight, which is self-explanatory, and Wizard, which puts you in a speed duel with the second player. The fact that there are 28 of these mini-games is pretty impressive. The whole package reminds me of Sports Friends on PS4, which my friends and I had a ton of fun with in the past. I feel like a handful of these mini-games have the potential to stick, and we'll see if the risk to make all these games face-to-face actually pays off. Next up, following the January press conference, details finally started to trickle out around Nintendo's online service for the Switch. Now, this is by far and away the biggest weakness for Nintendo compared to offerings from Sony and Microsoft. And just last week, we found out that the online service will be priced at $30 a year, which is a lot lower than $50 to $60 that you'll be spending for Xbox Live and PlayStation Plus. And that does include the free Nintendo Classic game you'll be getting every month. But even less than a month away from the console launch, we still don't know a lot about Nintendo's online offering, which actually comes out later this year, so it won't even be there on March 3rd. This doesn't give me a lot of confidence for the future of the online service, and their history with any kind of online offering isn't great, and critics have been hammering them for years about it. But the aggressive $30 price point is a step in the right direction. It certainly can't get any worse than what they've done before. And now finally, we'll end this Switch hype with a trailer for an indie game that's making its way to Switch, Tumble Seed. In Tumble Seed, players guide a marble-like character through a colorful two-dimensional world. Their only means of controlling that character is by balancing it on a single plane that they move up and down with two analog sticks. By rolling their character back and forth, players are able to navigate procedurally generated environments. The game also makes use of multiple suits that can be switched on the fly to give players special abilities. Now, according to the indie game's publisher, IOU, Tumble Seed will make unique use of the Nintendo Switch HD Rumble, and indie game manager Kirk Scott said, "Tumble Seed is perfect for 10 to 20 minute play sessions anywhere you may go, and also great for a couch session in 1080p at home," adding that the game is made with the same spirit as any major title on a Nintendo system. So this looks like a promising indie release for the Switch. Now, if they can just get more indie developers on board, I think this would be a killer indie game console on the go. It's essentially the reason why anyone still owns a PS Vita. So hopefully Nintendo can use indie games and indie developers to bring added value to their mobile hybrid console. And that's all the news we have for you on this week's edition of OnCore. Are you hyped yet for the Nintendo Switch? Are you pre-ordering it? Are you getting it just for Zelda Breath of the Wind? Let us know by tweeting at us. You can find us at CoreMobileNet, and we'll see you next time.